All right, it's Wednesday, rate cut day. Bank of Canada, Fed are cutting rates. You already know that. We're not getting into that in this video. What we're going to talk about is how to prevent financial fraud, especially for individuals who are elderly. This came out today. It was an 89-year-old individual who has lost $1.7 million in financial fraud. All of this could have been easily prevented with a few strategies we're going to talk to you about in this video. And no, it's not the bank's fault, because if you read further on in the article, the CIBC branch did everything they could. They froze his accounts. The branch manager sent him a letter. They probably had multiple conversations with him to stop these withdrawals. Some of them were large bank drafts of like $50,000. And he said, nope, I'm moving everything. That's really what happened. There's only so much the banks can do to stop it when the client keeps authorizing it. So how do you stop this kind of fraud from happening to your parents or your grandparents or individuals in your family who are at risk or susceptible to fraud? The main thing that you need to do is get joint on their bank account. That is the first step. If you're joint on their bank account and you set up the alert systems that they have in the online banking, Scotiabank has this called info alerts, where when people are taking money out of the account, it'll actually ding on your phone saying a $50,000 bank draft just left this account. Oh, okay, mom and dad, what's that $50,000 bank draft for? Because I just got a notice that you just took $50,000 out. That would have stopped this right in its tracks, right there. So being more active and understanding what's going on with these individuals and having access to their banking will give you that second look to make sure that what's going on is okay and that you authorize it. All this would have been stopped way before if one of these individuals, unfortunately, one of the children of this poor gentleman was joint on the account, and they had that set up where the online system was warning them about any deposits, withdrawals, or account activity. That would have stopped everything before it got this bad. Unfortunately for this individual, they did not have that. Unfortunately, they fell for the scam and they kept withdrawing money and giving it out there. And they're not going to get any money back, unfortunately, because as I mentioned, the banks did everything they can. There's only so much they can do to stop you from pulling money out and giving it to a fraudster. And if they did everything like the CIBC branch did, that's the best they can do. Like, other than maybe setting up a meeting with the police, but that has to be authorized by the client. I worked in a bank for 7 years. It is very difficult to convince people who are being frauded that they are being frauded. It's just very tough. So that's the best. That's my biggest piece of advice. The second one would be getting power of attorney on stuff, so you have access to statements as well through your online banking.